involved, obviously with a little education and going and finding education. So if I ever say something that feels like that, trust me, it is not from that place. It's called an ACAT transfer. ACAT. Instead of selling out of positions, because that creates a taxable event, right? Because you can just take your positions. Like if you are in Nokia at $5 or whatever, or at $6, right?
Yeah.
What you do is you move your account over. See what I'm saying? You don't have to sell and then move cash like that. You don't have to do that.
Morning, guys.
But if none of you in here know to do that, then this is probably what we're seeing.
Thank you.
It takes a long time, 5 days. And then what's really fucked up is sometimes the ACAT transfer doesn't.
They're up a little bit. SKT's up a little bit.
Doesn't pick everything up. Thank you, Koala. That's great. And Investopedia is your friend, right? It's a legitimate website. It has great, simple explanations.
Good morning,
I understand all
guys.
this stuff is built for it to be complicated.
Martini's just talking to her stream right now, guys. I'm going to pop in and out of that. Did I get rid of my AMC shares and lock in 100K? I did. Not all of them, some of them. Not all of them, but most of them. The account is over 100,000 in value now, so I'm doing quite well. I'm still up on this position, guys. This is not. I'm not bleeding out of this position. I have an $8 average, and it's at 13.50 right now, so not really sweating. We will be hanging out with Martini, popping in and out of her Discord with her, guys. I don't think so. Guys, with GME, AMC, what's happening here is an attempt to scare off retail traders from these tickers. Unfortunately, it's a litmus test. The theory and the hypothesis is this, that retail traders don't understand what short squeeze is. If they understand the strategy, they understand what the short squeeze is, they will hold their positions because they understand that those positions will gain in value just by holding. If, however, they don't understand what a short squeeze is and the institutional traders are correct, they will sell off en masse. No, it'll be Friday, Snow. That lawsuit's Friday. No, the appeal? It's Friday. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. So what's happening here, guys, right now is there is a lot of knee-jerk reactions. There's a lot of fear. Okay? So this is not financial advice. This is life advice. And I've reiterated this absolutely everywhere, okay? Before you make a life-altering decision, whether it's financial or personal, stop, breathe, and think logically. Do not allow an emotional reaction to something cause you to make a poor decision. So in this instance, that would be, screw Robinhood. They're not letting me buy any of that stock. I'm out of here. Fuck them. Okay, great. But you have to realize that that was the intent of what is happening, okay? You have to realize that's the intent. That's what they want you to do. They are expecting you to rage and exit and move your funds elsewhere. But in that time, it will be 2 days at least before your funds transfer and clear. It'll be next week. And the shorts will be able to exit and take their profit. Do I think it's right that they can have a 250% short float on a ticker? No, I don't. I think that's wrong. But it's not illegal. Do I think the SEC should regulate that? Absolutely. But it's not illegal. Why did Robinhood do this? I imagine that there is some pressure with the upcoming IPO. That institutional investors said that they would not support the IPO. And that's just pure conjecture, guys. Thoughts on SNDL? It's a pot stock like many other. If you're not selling it out of principle, that is one way to go. Realize though that you probably are more calm, cool, and collected than many, and GME's price will fluctuate large today. Same thing with AMC. I'm watching AMC. It was up at 20 earlier today. It's 13 right now. So you don't have to liquidate to move. That's true, but the majority of the retail traders on Robinhood aren't aware of that. Yeah. And that's the other problem. WSB, and this is the issue when it comes to spider starfish being very, very different. Very, very different as far as good morning, good morning, good morning. As far as decision making goes, when it's a spider and it's a single person making a decision for everybody underneath. Huge thank you guys for the follows. Let me know how you found the channel, what it is you trade. I'm excited to have new people in today. I love all the new people that are coming in. I will do my best to answer every question in chat. Did I see the 13 AMC is a good entry at reopen? I'm not re-entering AMC. I could on my platform. I think I am still able to take a buy position. I am. I will not be able to take it on margin. I would have to take it in cash. I will not be re-entering. I am still holding. They are not down pre-market anymore. They are currently up pre-market. Oh, no, they're up over my average cost. I got them after hours yesterday at 140.58. It's now 140.96. I think that Apple will continue to run. They had a phenomenal earnings. I think they continue to run. The issue is institutionals now have drawn a line on their side where they're focusing on this short selling. They're not focusing on the delivery of long-term holdings like Apple. We will see the upgrades from Apple take effect into next week. So it's more of a hold stock. Is there a list of all the stocks the platform's blacklisted? There's not. But what I know of currently is GME, AMC, Nokia at least. Naked, you can't trade naked either. Okay, so yeah, naked as well. And you'll see this, guys. So here are the top volume pre-market. We're going to see a lot of movement in and out on these, and you're going to see a decline here. I mean, this is 160 right now. This is doing all right. 89 on SNDL. We're seeing Nokia at 497, 498. AMC at 1353, 1355. GME is still holding 300 though. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Guys, do not expect, if you guys are coming here expecting me to rage against the machine and lose my cool, you got to know me. As the world is losing their mind, I'm going to do the opposite. Okay? I'm going to stay calm. I'm going to give you guys some logical, thought out ideas to process and expect you to make sound financial decisions on your own with that guidance. So it's not financial advice that I'm giving you, it's life advice. The life advice I'm giving you. Thank you so much for the sub, man. You rock. Awesome, man. Pop will be fun. Roberto Blake is good people. Last I saw him, it was Social Media Marketing World, and him and Carlos Gill and I talked till late in the morning about pretty much this. About this exact battle between shadow money and the retailer. What do I think about SNDL? I think SNDL is a pot stock. It doesn't have a lot to differentiate it from anything else. There is a great resource out there, guys. Wolf of Weed Street. If you look him up on Twitter. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, so guys, Wolf of Weed Street, Jason Spatafora. This guy here knows pot stocks. I'm not really an expert in pot stocks, but I do want you to take a look at this. Sales climbed massively, Snow. It got a double upgrade from Morgan Stanley, and it hasn't really moved, but it will. It should be a free market. It should. But you have to also understand that in a free market, brokerages don't have to supply us access to every ticker. So if they choose not to do that, feel free to move somewhere else. Okay. Am I looking to buy anything today? I already purchased Nokia pre-market, guys. Again, this is coming towards the end of January, guys. If you are sub, I'm going to give you access to this trading journal at the end of the month. It will have my whole breakdown, psychology, all of that. Okay. Now, with yesterday, guys, what I did was I took an entry. I increased my position on AMC, took a ton of money. You can still exit your shares, guys, but it's up to you what you're going to do with that. DGLY, I exited to increase my AMC position. I exited SNDL to increase my AMC position. Apple, I entered after hours. AMC, I exited after hours at 19.20 for a gain. What is DDTG? Yeah, it's Daily Day Trader. And IPOF, I did take an after hours holding on to get back into that. So that's there. Market Watch. Yeah, but this is gone. This is already filled, guys. I saw this as well this morning, and people were losing their minds on it. Okay, so they issued 44 million shares. AMC is already traded 80 million shares pre-market. It's filled. It's filled. This is already done. It's gone. So again, this is understanding what's happening and not raging. Weibo, I took an options position in. I think Weibo's got a really good opportunity. Bach, what's up, man? Thank you so much for that cheer. Greatly appreciate it. I am not going to say don't back down, double down. I'm not. I want you guys to make your own damn decisions, please. Okay? That's what I want. I want you guys. Here's my issue. The institutional and the hedge funds and the news stations, the argument that they have made is this: that you, the retail trader, you are incapable of making sound financial decisions, and you are simply trading on mob mentality and emotional reaction. You don't know what you're doing. You don't understand what you're doing. You're an idiot. That's the theory. That's the hypothesis. All I'm asking you to do is prove them wrong. Make your own decisions and do so in a way that you see as being a sound financial decision. So if you believe that the short squeeze strategy is an effective strategy and you are going to continue to trade it because that's your trading methodology and not the mob's, that's yours, make that decision. If you don't want that, if you realize that that's not part of your strategy and you're going to sell your position, I don't fault you on that. I want you to make a sound financial decision for yourself, separate from the mob. Completely separate from the mob. Make your own damn decisions is all I'm saying. Am I going into AMC again today? I'm already holding AMC. I only closed 3,000 of my 3,800 position. I also have an entry of $8, so I'm in a better place than most on it, okay? If you're a Momo trader and you were trading on momentum, nobody can fault you for that. Funds do that all over the world. Do not trade on mobs. Trade on what you know. If you don't understand the play you're in, guys, I hate to be the guy that has to tell you this, but maybe you shouldn't have been in the play in the first place. And maybe that's a good lesson for you to learn here, okay? Naked is going to moon today. We'll see. We'll see. Very, very possible. I did get Nokia. Guys, on TOS, the restriction of purchase is you cannot purchase these tickers on margin. You can only purchase them on cash. Okay, it's not that you can't purchase them at all. You cannot purchase them on margin. I entered Nokia pre-market with a cash purchase of 11 grand. Okay? And I did. I bought IPOF yesterday. I think Chamath is going to have a phenomenal opportunity with IPOF. I think that this is going to do well. SNDL, I'm not in. I'm out of SNDL. It's doing quite well. It went up to 90. It's back down to 86. Who knows what it'll do? But guys, I don't, and this isn't me trying to be insulting to Wall Street Bets or Robinhood traders or retailers, even you guys here in chat. hear me very clearly and in a very calm, compassionate way. I don't fucking care what you trade. Okay? Understand why I'm saying this. I don't trade based off of what you trade. I don't. Never have, never will. I am not going to hand my financial decisions, my family's livelihood, over to the internet and say, do as you will with it. Because that would be stupid. So what I am encouraging you guys to do is realize that same thing. Okay? Make your own damn decisions. Don't listen to me about what I'm trading and why I'm trading it and make decisions based off of me. Don't do that. That's stupidity. I'm just some guy on the internet. Look at me. I look like a Canadian hobo. Okay? Make your own damn decisions. That's all I ask of anybody in my chat. I know there's a lot of other chats out there that are going to rage on this. They're going to support this. They're going to whatever. I do support this. But I think the best way to support retail traders is to make them realize that what scares the shit out of them is mob mentality in the market. And their claim is that retail traders are a bunch of morons. And I think if retail traders prove that they're not, things are going to get a lot scarier for them in the long run. Will Genus Moon? I can't tell you. I don't know. I honestly, guys, I do not know. Because what is about to be decided here is, as the market opens, do retail traders run? Or do they hold? And I honestly can't tell you. Everything I know says the mob will move with the mob. A single person is capable of making informed, logical decisions. A mob, people do not. They mob. Is Genus going to move? Don't know. Is AMC going to plummet? Don't know. Reese, buddy, you know I'm not doing that. Clover is doing well. Clover's doing quite well. So that's the other thing I think that we need to discuss, guys, is this isn't crazy. It's not mania. If you pull back for a second, you guys know how I do that with the charts, right? Where I'm looking at a chart and we're losing our minds because we're looking at it on the minute and we're like this close to it, right? And then I tell you guys to do what? I tell you guys to pull out and look at the big picture, right? Pull out. Look at the big picture. Does this make sense when you pull out? Sure. You're up 67% year to date in your Roth. I love it. I love it, man. Just pull back. Pull back and realize what's going on. And then make sound financial decisions for yourself. You want to be a Momo trader? Be a Momo trader. You want to be a short squeeze trader? Be a short squeeze trader. But don't do it because thousands of other people on the internet are doing it. Don't do it. Fuck that. Okay? Make sense? Cool. Cool. So we are going to watch AMC into the open because I do have a large position in that still. Not crazy large, but I mean, there's $6,000 in there. This is the current portfolio, guys. This is a cash portfolio if you're new here. Yeah, and profit taking. And that's the other thing where there's a lot of dialogue that I'm seeing on forums and on the internet of anybody who sells their position is a turncoat. They're a trader. Fuck them. I disagree. If somebody decides they want to take profit on a position and they do, and they take a win, good for you. I exited AMC last night, 3,000 shares of it. I made a phenomenal profit, and I am happy about that this morning. My target for the end of February was to turn 50K into 100K. I've done that already in the month of January. Brokers are not legally required to give you access to tickers. They're not required to do that. And if your broker is doing that and you don't like it, you have the option in a free market to go use a product that provides you better service. And they are out there. Okay? Opinion on Naked. Naked is another short squeeze play, guys. That's what it is. It's a short squeeze. There's no FA or DD on it. It's a short squeeze play. That's it. One of the reasons why we're watching GME or AMC, guys, is because yesterday this options chain had not populated above $9. Okay? There was no pricing on this. As of today, I believe that these are going to have pricing. Perfect, printer. Perfect. That's exactly right. What somebody else has to say or thinks about what you do with your money shouldn't matter. You need to make the best decision for your portfolio. And I'm not going to tell you what that decision is. Sorry, Jacob's right. You could also transfer without liquidating. That is a possibility. Realize if you try to call Robinhood on the phone to make that happen, you're not going to get anybody. If you try to call Schwab today to get on the phone with them, that's not going to happen. If there's a simple process of doing that, that's there for you and you can do that. So you could hold your position, put in a request for an ACAT transfer, and that'll happen. What does that mean for AMC if it's not filled in? What it means is you couldn't trade these positions. It wasn't possible to trade these positions. No, it's not as if rich people control the entire process. The reason why this is happening, Stockfryer, is because the rich people can't control the market right now. So that dialogue needs to stop as well. Okay, the dialogue of the rich people are in control and this is negligent. You have to realize that the reason why this is happening is because the rich people have realized that they don't have control. I think when the options populate on Nokia or on AMC, what's going to happen, guys, is this, and this is my theory, okay? My opinion on this is as these options populate, because now they've added a few more to 40, right? As these populate, Strongjaw, thanks for the follow, man. Much appreciated. As these options populate, it's going to show buyer interest on AMC above the current strike of 19. Now, remember, guys, none of these options populated above $9 yesterday. You see how there's no implied volatility on this? Because nothing has been traded on these from $10 up. Nothing. So as these populate today up to 30, what we're going to see is additional bull interest on the stock and the price should rise accordingly alongside. Now, pre-market, it's at $13, but there's a good chance it will rise up. RH is down again because pre-market they have been flooded with sell orders. Do you think this is good for the market in the long run or just a shitstorm that will blow over eventually? Okay, so guys, the best metaphor I think I can give you on this is this, okay? Consider somebody who has cancer, okay? They got a tumor. What's been happening is the market has a tumor, and the tumor is a split set of rules. Institutional buyers have this set of rules, and retail traders have this set of rules, okay? And this is a tumor on our body, okay? And it's just been growing and growing and growing. It was small enough at first, and then it's growing and it's growing and growing. And the world is becoming more aware of this dichotomy. And so what's happening is that tumor is growing endlessly. What is happening right now is chemo. Now, is chemo a lot of fun? No, it hurts and it sucks and it's confusing and you feel sick to your stomach, and that's what's happening right now. Is that a good thing in the long run for the market? I think it is, because chemo kills the cancer. It's bringing these issues to light. And Chamath's interview yesterday on CNBC is an excellent example of that, where here's a billionaire who's coming on to a public national news interview saying, what's fucked up here isn't the retail traders that are coming into the market and making decisions for themselves. What is happening here is institutionals are getting their ass handed to them. Naked short selling is not illegal. Will they go to jail? No, they'll go bankrupt. And they'll probably get sued into the dust. I have one question for you. What was Mrs. Millennial's reaction? We told her about your trading gains yesterday. She went out and bought me a bottle of whiskey. Mrs. Millennial's viewpoint on my trading is she's known forever that I was capable of this. So she's not surprised when this happens. Good morning, great week. Love it. She got me a Lafroig single batch 12 year, so I'm pretty happy with it. Does the DGLY offer last night mean anything for the price in your opinion? Yes. It should show a slight buy the dip and then a possible increase. My gain yesterday. We opened the day yesterday at 70,000, and our total account value today is 111. So we made about 42 grand. I don't have any GameStop shares. I didn't trade GameStop. Yeah. Yeah, I have T-Rent. I love it. Square is a really solid long-term play, especially with Bitcoin. Yeah, Combs. Yeah, guys, I mean, I made my play. Why did I buy Apple? I bought Apple yesterday after hours because I saw their earnings and I saw that they had gone down on possibly one of the best earnings I have ever seen out of a Fat Man G. They destroyed their earnings. So I will buy the dip on Apple and I will hold that 30,000 Apple position long. Because what I suspect is their Q4 earnings was insane, but as stimmy checks roll out, what we're gonna see is Apple continue to grow as people buy iPhones with those stimmies. What about Eric? You know what? I've never heard of Eric as a stock. Let me take a look. Oh, this is Ericsson. Yeah, Ericsson and Nokia are very closely tied, so Ericsson would be interesting. It's a kind of a 5G play. What about SNDL? Skyline, I've spoken to SNDL. It's a pot stock like any other. It's not super profitable. It's not something that I'm particularly huge on. I have traded it up and down at its current price. I'm not really liking it. Stocky 20K viewers yesterday was a crazy time. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Did I see T's earnings? I did not. I saw Tesla's, which were a little disappointing, but I still am bullish on Tesla. Good luck, peeps. Opening bell. Guys, we are going to watch AMC on the opening bell. Afri is better. Actually, Curl is my current favorite. Um, I don't. So I don't trade the short squeeze, guys. I don't have access to that data. I have been looking at FinViz for it, but I'm not huge into short squeeze. I'm not. Yeah, Rita, I'm gonna hop down to mine. I honestly, there's just too many questions in both of our chats. I don't think that I'm gonna be able to be like, I'm not gonna be able to talk to you guys at all. So, but I will see you at 11. Okay. Okay. No. 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 I'm confident in everything that we are in. Yeah. Yeah. It shocker, right? Well, and that's exactly it. At this point, the market mechanics on this shit starts to play against these two. This is why these short positions are so negligent. Because yesterday you could sell this thing off and try to force it down. And we saw that multiple times on AMC. Okay? We saw that multiple times on AMC. But the reality is today, that ain't the same shit because we have dropped down below at least 10% down below the close from yesterday. And now this is upticked. And so what's going to happen is this thing is going to fucking rocket, in my opinion. And on that, we look at the options thread on AMC, which won't even load on my desktop because the world is losing its mind, right? But as this populates, what we're going to see, they added two more strikes, 35 and 40 on AMC for the weeklies. And we're going to see options interest to the upside. We're going to see these strikes populate up to 19 because we didn't have from 10 to 19 yesterday. And we're going to see options interest up in the 25s, 26s, 27s, 28s for... I can't see AMC, so I can't confirm that those are there. It may jump from 25 to 30. But the 30s might have... the 30s might have... You can't hear Discord because they're not talking. I'm talking and they're listening. Those strikes, those 30 strikes, are going to have interest. Yeah. Oh, no, it doesn't. Yeah, you're going to see these 27, 28, 29 strikes have options interest.
If we surge above
IB is not the only brokerage. IB is not the only brokerage, though. There will be brokerages.
If we surge above the $30 on the thing, they're basically going to get another fuck situation like GME.
Yeah. So, guys,
And
IB is not the only brokerage. Somebody out there, a market maker out there, is going to have to offer options trading on this. Somebody's going to do it because there's money to be made.
And you know what? AMC is also, I think it's 49% Chinese owned. So if you guys are gonna fuck with money, just think, what would the Chinese think? It's like, well, we can make a lot of money off of this, so why would it takes them? I don't think this is in their plans, but if someone in the Chinese government has interest in this thing and wants to just say, hey, call up a few of their friends and say, hey, let these people trade, let them be free, I'd be not averse to that.
Guys, what's interesting here, and this is something that not a lot of the news agencies are talking about, is not all the funds are playing against the retailers. There are funds out there that are playing with the retailers, which also means that they are playing against these other funds. Okay. So what you have here is we're considering this a battle between David and Goliath, right? Like we're saying, oh, well, there's this little guy and there's this big guy, and that's what's going on. It's not that. For any of you that read The Hobbit and you've actually got the three armies, like you got the elves coming in, and then you got the dwarves fighting over here, and then you got the humans coming from over here. That's the shit that's happening. And what's really happening is a whole market going, whoop.
So Weeble is dead, apparently. You can't sign up for Weeble. The site is dead.
Yeah, they got too many people trying to sign up. So what you have to realize, guys, and this is something that I have reiterated over and over and over since the start of January. You're the bull, land of the free, home of the brave. Watch the sheep. Don't be a sheep. No people, no profits. That simple.
There's something called most people wouldn't experience this or know about it unless they actually work in an institution, but there are things called predator algos. And what they do is especially with these guys, if they're trying to spoof something to try to keep it up, these are the fuckers that come in that save their capital to come in and actually hit it, so that because they know that when these other fuckers have to liquidate, especially if they're short selling, when they have to liquidate, it's going to send it's going to send their like 50 100,000 share position to the fucking moon. We got hit with this, or actually, my firm got hit with this back in the day. It's before my time, but they told me it was the reason why they stopped trying to do like all this random pushing shit.
All right, I'm gonna hop out, guys. I will catch you guys at 11. Yeah, you guys can clip it. Clip the speech, because that's just going to be used over and over and over again. Okay. Yeah, they're all halted. Of course they are. So, guys, if you want to see what the halts are, it's simple. Go to your browser, type in NASDAQ halt. Okay, so NASDAQ halts. LLIT, INBX. JAN, COST, GME, AMC. The type of reasons for these halts, guys, are here. LUDP and M are liquidity halts, okay? Good morning, good morning, good morning. These are all liquidity halts, okay? Sorry, guys, just one more thing. among the halts at the gate, and it's funny that Redemption just said, oh, well, there's Chinese money that could potentially be taking the bullish side alongside the retailers. TIRX, Shan Rizhang Holdings, is halted on liquidity. I wonder which side of this trade they're on.
Who is that? Who's halted?
TIRX, Shan Rizhang Holdings is halted on liquidity.
Okay.
Damned if I know. It's a Chinese financial
holdings.
holdings.
To a small golden retriever
It's a fund from China. It's Chinese money that buys on the U.S. market. So Redemption can explain what he was talking about.
Halted down.
Let me pull up the ticker because I just saw that it has the halt. It's not Shen, it's TIRX.
LLIT or something?
TIRX. Is it TIRX? Is that right?
It's up. LLIT?
Yeah, it's no TIRX.
TIRX.
Yeah, it's up.
Tian Ruxing. Oh, I was looking at the number one there on your list.
Yeah, it's up 1373. It's up.
Yeah, this thing is thin as shit.
So, Redemption was right. Okay, cool. I'm back. You're surprised Nokia's not halted? We'll see. Gonna watch on the day, guys. Watch on the day. I'm still down on my Nokia position. This is gonna take a while to load. Yeah, holdings data, of course, can't load. So TIRX halted or opened. Let's pull back, guys, from the day. Go 6 months. 1672 is what I see it at. It listed at $4 on the 27th. Wow. Okay. I mean, like, silver surges as GameStop day traders move into other assets. So I imagine Mara's going to have a great day. We're going to go back to volume here. We're going to see diminished volume on some of these guys because it's mostly sell side, right? Nokia spiked to like $8-10 and then it's at 530 right now. Another halt on AMC. Yeah, because it's upticked. It's just gonna run all day.
Millennial.
Yeah.
They pushed it up to $15.99 by 16, and there was an iceberg sitting there because that's their that was what I was guessing was their short entry, and then it got fucking halted. Their own market mechanics are fucking them.
Yeah. This is what we were waiting on, guys. Like, this is... I know you guys want me to be losing my mind. Like,
this is why this morning I was calm and I was just laughing at this shit because it's not that they can do all that sort of stuff that's powerful. What's powerful is that they set their own rules and they fuck themselves with their own rules. It's one of those situations where when you put too many rules on this thing, like look at the tax law. When they say, "Oh, we're going to raise taxes," you know what Warren Buffett says? Sure, go ahead, raise it to as much as you want. I'll just make more money, because he fucking knows the loopholes. He knows that these new laws and new impositions are going to fuck them. Not him. They're going to fuck them.
GXO, we did exit DGLY to move the money to Nokia. Guys, an iceberg order is when funds, especially large funds, are looking to take positions. Typically, the position's too massive to get in a single order like you or I would take, okay? So what they have to do is they have to break that thing up into multiple smaller pieces and orders. Why they call it an iceberg order, guys, is the iceberg order is, you see the tip of the iceberg, but actually there's this big thing underneath, right? That's the iceberg order. So when this gets unhalted, what I expect it to do is jump again and get halted.
Yep. And then get halted again.
They fucked themselves. They fucked themselves.
I gotta say, for the smart people in the room here, this is why I emphasize always reading the rules. It's not because I'm trying to always it's not because, like, it's I'm trying to understand what to follow and everything. It's because you have to understand what they have to are obligated to follow as well. Because once you understand the rules, you understand how to exploit them. It's like
Sean, the only concern that I have in the real world for this is hedge funds getting obliterated and people jumping out of buildings, unfortunately. And I don't want that to happen. I hope that that doesn't happen. People have families, and I don't want that to happen. But there are a lot of funds that are in negligent, high-risk positions that they shouldn't be, that are about to get their ass handed to them. And there's nothing that they can do. There's nothing they can do. The rules that they have been playing by are now working against them. Day one, yesterday, was the Wild West, right? There's one sheriff in town and can't really do shit because everybody's just shooting each other. That's not today. Today, there are rules. And the rules are not to the benefit of the hedge funds holding 250% shorts against GME or holding 80% shorts against the AMC. It's not to their advantage today. The uptick rule is not allowing people to sell at the bid. They must sell at the ask, which is going to drive the price through the fucking roof. Later, Snow. Yeah, guys, if you got to focus up, just leave me on as white noise if you can. Arkwolf, that may be true, but you have to realize that most of those people also live a lifestyle that requires hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. On top of that, they also have the majority of their savings in their funds or in positions that are similar to their funds, which will result in things blowing up. I am in Canada. I am using TD. I probably couldn't make trades with it. The charts work, but if I try to go into my holdings, it's not going to show anything. Is Nokia a good buy today? I did take a position on Nokia pre-market. I think that Nokia is going to follow the same rules. SNDL is mooning today. Yeah, it's up 120.
16 is above 16. It opened above. It kept up.
Literally so many people pretending to work at their desk, but meanwhile watching this. Yeah, the whole world is doing this right now. Biden is sitting at his fucking desk watching this. Yeah, Koss is among these guys. Koss is another short squeeze. It's more of the same. So the uptick rule means because it fell 10% from yesterday's close, immediately it is upticked. So anybody that's trying to exit on this from a short position must exit at the ask, not the bid. No, SNDL is a cheap pot stock. That's why it's running. Yeah, SNDL is halted. Guys, whenever you see that little red H pop up, that's a halt. Cost was trading at 6 on Monday. It's 160 pre-market. Guys, this is a transfer of wealth. What you are witnessing right now is a historical transfer of wealth. AMC is at 15. SHG is at 120. Beautiful. It's wealth. Yeah, it's redistribution of wealth. That's what's happening. That's going to happen to a lot of people in the US. A lot of people are going to get flagged for day trading. Average on Nokia, it's higher than where it is right now. I got it pre-market. 589 is my average on it. They won't even let me look at my holdings. It won't load. Yeah, I can't make orders. I can check my historical orders, but my holdings and my order status aren't populating. So I'm still up $6,000 on AMC. I'm not going anywhere on it. I think tomorrow might be even bigger for AMC.
Tomorrow is when the positions have to cover. So
yeah,
if they can maintain below 16, they're good. But if we surge and go up to 20, then they're really fucked.
So I'm not seeing any implied volatility or theoretical pricing on any of these strikes yet, guys. Oh, up to 9 I am. So they still have not opened the options on these.
They have for on IP.
I'm not seeing any implied volatility or theoretical price. So
I'm not seeing implied volatility, but I'm seeing volume fire off on some of them. Right now, the most, the biggest ones are at $20, the $20 strikes and the $30 strikes. That's the one with the most open interest.
Guys, that's a question that I've been seeing over and over and over again. What do I expect when the options open up? Insanity. So currently, we are 5 strikes in the money, and these aren't populating. When these options open up and volume floods in, it's going to give us an indication of where the derivatives market thinks the pricing of this should move to. And the big risk is a lot of the people that are going to trade the options on this are going to trade the options that are cheaper, which means that that option interest is going to be where? It's not going to be here close to in the money, right? It's going to be way the fuck down here, 35, 40 bucks. What that does traditionally with algorithms and with large funds is they look at that and they go, holy shit, the price interest on this is 30, 35, 40, which means that the stock price of this should reflect that, and you're going to start to see it go. So GME, where is it as far as price goes right now? GME is breaking 400, guys.
I'm surprised it didn't get upticked yet.
Any firm that takes a short against this in the weekly or has doubled down on their weekly puts is fucked. This is not what they wanted to happen. They thought the actions that they took this morning would result in a sell-off and a decrease in this price. It has had the opposite effect.
Oh god, it is actually uptick. GME is actually uptick, so they are going to get.
They're fucked.
They're so fucked.
I would use more polite language, ladies and gentlemen, but there's nothing else to say to that. This is a bite down on the pillow. Daddy's coming in raw. Fucked. Yeah, look at the gap on this, guys. Look at the gap on some of these options for AMC. This is reasonable. I mean, not reasonable. It's still quite a large gap, but that there's this dollar and a bit difference between these ones that are right outside the money. Like there's a $4 difference here at the $10 strike. 250 bid, 650 ask. Right? But out here, typically these are like right in line. 276 they want for a 35 strike. It's insanity.
The wider the strike, the more you know that the market makers just stepped away because they can't find the shares.
Yeah.
Like there's no shares short. Like when it was at this price yesterday, they had somewhere between a couple thousand to a couple 100,000 shares. Now the entire day, no shares available to short. They are deep. They are like max balls deep in this thing. So if Friday rolls around, so if after Friday rolls around and we are above a certain price, this on Monday could devastate the fuck out of them.
How is this going to keep going if small portfolios can't buy on Robinhood? If they're holding, it's going to go quite well for them because this price is going to increase over the weekend. You're talking about AMC or GME? Both. Triggers X, thanks for the follow, man. Let me know how you found the stream, what it is you trade. I didn't get a confirmation on that. Can I explain how the options will spike AMC? Yeah, so this is a derivative, right? So these holdings, options guys, show people where the market thinks the price movement on the stock is going to go, okay? The way that works is, so if you see a large volume of interest at, let's say, 14 on the options chain, what that's telling equity purchasers is there's a large amount of people that feel that AMC is worth $14, and at expiry on this, they suspect that the price will be here and that they will be able to exercise this option to acquire shares at that price. If this goes to 40, if we take a look at 40 and we see a massive volume of buy up at 40, what that's indicating to the market is we think that AMC is worth $40 a share, and the price moves to meet that derivative volume, is my understanding of it. Now, the biggest problem with this is typically that would be true in the older markets where companies think that it is worth this, the equity price moves up to meet the options chain, and then people exercise those shares Friday that were in the strike, right? That's how it used to work. What do degen options traders do with options? They trade them like equities, right? Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. They're not looking to exercise those positions. So what you're going to have happen is two things. On Friday, you are going to have shorts buying up these prices to cover their shorts so they don't go into the weekend with this open interest. On the other side, you're going to have an options chain that is selling for whatever the bid is on anything they have in strike. And you're going to have a very disjointed market because the options pricing is going to say that the price should be declining rapidly. And yet the shorts covering are going to be driving the price higher, which in turn is going to drive the price of those options value higher. And people are going to be selling for more and more gains. And you're going to have this downward pressure on the options chain and this upward pressure on the equity chain. And it's going to, I wish I had an elastic to show you guys, but picture I've got an elastic, right? Okay, so I'm stretching it, and I'm stretching it, and I'm stretching it, and I'm pulling in two different directions. What's going to happen when I keep pulling on that?
Snap.
Yeah. When the options chains and the underlying are completely snapped from one another, I don't know what happens. Nobody knows what happens.
You know, one of the, I've never personally actually traded this exchange, but I've always been very curious about it since I read about it. But the Jamaican exchange, right? Some people have like returns in the thousands there, and you know why? It's because they don't have these circuit breakers or any of these stupid like mechanics that North America has. And granted,
It's a hands-off market. Yeah, it's a hands-off market.
it's like if you guys want to dogpile on something, you guys go right ahead. Like you can get punished left and right. I don't know what the liquidity is like, but you can get punished left and right on that thing, right? But you could also like literally shoot for the moon on that fucking thing. Look at the spread on AMC. Like the market makers just got fucked. Like look at how wide that spread is. It just got wider.
SNDL's halted at 136. It's huge. And people think, oh, it's the retail traders that are panicking right now. It's not just the retail traders that are panicking at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. It is everyone.
There is about almost 2,000, like the $20 contracts, the closest expiry is almost at 2,000 volume for the day. It had about 1,200 open interest on the thing. The thing has just been firing off every time we just make a slight little jump. Yep, there we go, even more.
No, Neo is another one of these. Guys, all of it. If you're seeing things getting halted, it's on volatility. If you guys want to know why something is halted, go to Google, type in NASDAQ halt. It will bring you to this page. On this page, you will see the reasons why companies are being halted, okay? Here we go. LUDP, 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 M, LUDP. All of these LUDPs and Ms are volatility halts. It means that the movement is so drastic that it's not providing a safe and reasonable market. And I mean, the other assertion that a lot of these hedge funds has been making is that this will not have a repercussion for the market as a whole. And I would assert that they are absolutely 250%, just like their short holdings, wrong. They're wrong. The implications and fallout of what is about to happen in this market is wrong, because the keys to the kingdom are going to move. Now, I did put out a tweet earlier that tagged the SEC enforcement saying it's very interesting that a neutral party that's supposed to ensure fair and secure market trading is currently having issue with Wall Street bets and retail trading practices, but is turning a blind eye to a 250% short holding against a single position. Which of those two sounds to me as something that should be considered a greater risk to a fair and safe market? A company that is 250% short and these massive hedge funds with billions and billions of dollars are doubling down on bad positions, or retail traders that are putting in money and making reasonable trades on profitable momentum?
Sorry, I have to mention this because this is actually very relevant too. But this is the stuff that I wait years for to capitalize on, because these rules will fuck them eventually. But they do the same cyclical shit.
Yep.
Like it's always designed to fuck themselves up. And the the notion that this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity, it's never happened before, that's bullshit. It's just it's happened before. It's just with a different name. That's all it is. So like, if this
Guys,
is it for your first one,
if you're looking for like, sorry, just 2 seconds. Let me just finish this thought.
Okay.
If you are looking for me to lose my mind, go crazy, start making wild trades all over the board, exiting, entering positions, my personal opinion, my gut, my intuition, my trading methodology says calm the fuck down, hold. And you guys have heard this from me from January last year. I fucking Mel Gibson shit, and that's how I make money. And that's what I'm going to do today. So don't expect me, if you guys want to watch somebody going bonkers and taking high frequency trades and in and out and trading volume and all over the fucking map on this, that's not me today. Me today is calm, cool, collected. I've made my trades. I've done my due diligence. I'm in my positions. That's what I'm doing. Okay? Cool. Okay, Martini.
So I just threw 20 grand on GME in
Atta
the
girl.
fucking option for
Atta
next
girl.
month. Because
Atta
I
girl.
finally got filled. I've been waiting for 2 days. You know that?
Yep.
For them to open it up.
Yep. I'm proud of you. That's an awesome play. It's an awesome play. So guys, what I'm talking about as far as the options chain disconnecting from the actual price on Friday, that's not going to affect.
I'm up
that
7,000. This is ridiculous.
all that's going to do is drive insanity into subsequent weeklies and monthlies. So if Martini just grabbed onto the options chain for next month, Friday, when that disconnect happens, next month's prices are going to. I just can't fathom it.
Lost it. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Slowest,
Oh my God.
I fundamentally disagree with what Stocky's saying. Ethically and morally, what the short traders are doing is wrong, but it's not illegal. They are able to hold 250% short against a company. They can do that. There's no rule saying they can't do that. It's not illegal.
it got repealed. It was called the Volcker Rule.
Am I still holding AMC? I am. Guys, my holdings are having a hard time loading, but I am still in AMC. I have an $8 average on it. It's doing all right.
I'm curious. What is the consensus, or what is the consensus on Twitch about what's going on?
What I'm hearing is a lot of fear and knee-jerk reactions. So my response has been, "Woo-sa." just let's all breathe and relax and make calm, collected decisions, and then enjoy the tendies as they roll in. I think that this will be a historical redistribution of wealth like we have not seen from the top to the bottom. This will be a historical moment. And I know that we've said that over the past year, like, oh, the market had the largest fall ever and then the greatest recovery of all time. That's not what I'm talking about. What I am talking about, ladies and gentlemen, if you were in margin new, that doesn't surprise me that they auto-closed you on Robinhood. If you're in margin, they can do that. They can close your positions to cover your margin.
You agreed to it. Nobody should be in margin.
If you're in margin, you weren't in margin and they did that, that's illegal. They can't do that. If you were not in margin and you had a cash position, they cannot do that.
I want to go talk to Rebels. Can they do that to you?
No. No. You own that asset. If you're in margin, they own that asset. But if you're in a small cash position, you own that asset. They cannot sell that without your approval.
Is he streaming?
Rebels? I hope so.
This is the end.
Yeah, so the interesting thing with this is going to be the same thing that Martini has pounded in over the past little while. Hedge funds are going to require proper risk management. Wow, that sounds like a really shitty thing that's happening, huh? That institutional traders will have to operate on the same kind of risk management that retail traders do? Remember yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, I know you're seeing that red candle over there on AMC and people are about to ask me, are you going to get out? Don't ask me because I'm not.
I want more.
I'm not getting out because, again, what did I tell you guys? Until this options chain starts to populate, not going anywhere. I'm not going to buy more either. I've made my trades. They're locked.
I'm going to ping where Rebels are and ask him, can a broker sell off your shares even if it's cash? That's the question.
Yeah. So what is interesting to me, guys, is this. If that's happening, okay, so let's make the assumption that one person isn't somehow being, my holdings are all over the place. Let's say one person isn't the only person that just happened to. That Robinhood has just closed the positions of anybody in margin or who had unsettled funds on their platform. What should you see happen to AMC, GME, EXPR, Naked, all of those? We should have seen a massive red candle just now, right? Oh, look at that. Massive red candle, go to Naked, massive red candle, EXPR, massive red candle, GME, massive red candle. Oh, you had a sell order in? Okay. But that looks like what's happening here. The other thing that could be happening, guys.
Okay. I'm going to go back. But
okay, yeah.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, I'll see you in an hour. Guys, I'm only here till 11. I'm going to stick to my schedule. I do this from 9 to 11 every day. Okay. I'm not going anywhere. I will be here. But if you are looking for somebody to be super like, losing my mind, I'm going to be, the top, it's down, I'm going to buy, I'm going to sell. That's not going to be me. I'm sure there are lots of streamers, YouTubers out there that are doing that today. It's not going to be me. I think the best way that you can trade this market is to stay calm, cool, and collected. Make your trades, know them, lock them, leave them. That's not financial advice. Do whatever the hell you want. If you want to run around with a chicken with your head cut off, do it. But for me, what stocks are driving up? I can look that up, actually. I do have a scanner for that. So the scanner shows abnormal volume. It does show the most active stocks on the day, and it shows the top gainers on the day. So Jan, LLIT, MNPR, COS, ACY, Naked, BR these are all the top gainers on the day. As far as volume goes, this is unusual volume. Top volume, SNDL, Naked, CTRM, Nokia. Grizzliest TV, thank you so much for the follow, man. Greatly appreciated. AMC's halted on volatility. Yep. Good DD and relax. Yeah, I mean, that's... I think that is the most sane approach that you can take to this market. If you are looking for a recommendation on an insanity streamer, I do recommend the Stock Guy. He's over on Just Chatting. Check him out. I'm sure he is doing the batshit crazy thing. If you want somebody who's getting excited about a large position that's doing quite well, I imagine Rita's probably fairly excited right now. If you want somebody who's an actual financial advisor, when Rebels gets on, I do recommend Rebels. Nothing of this is in the spine. No. What do you think about all this? Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
Good.
It's a good thing. You think it's a good thing? Yeah? You're excited? Yeah? Do you think it's going to go really, really up or really, really down?
Really up.
Really, really up. That's interesting. Do you think Daddy should get really crazy and scared, or should Daddy just be calm?
Scared.
Oh no, I should be scared? Are you sure? What do you do when you get scared? Does Daddy tell you it's okay? Yes, I do. I say, it's okay, sweet baby. Just stay calm. Off you go, sweet thing. Guys, please do not sell off on a 2-year-old, okay? Thank you for the resubs, guys. Thank you for the cheers and the bits. You guys are rock. But please do not sell off because my 2-year-old is panicking. She has no idea what she's talking about. General disclaimer, nobody here is a financial professional. It's opinion, not advice, and she is 2. Don't be a fucking idiot. Taste the poison. Thank you so much for the sub, man. You rock. Those Prime subs could go anywhere, and you dropped it here, and I greatly appreciate that. Stock Eye is broken to 23.5k viewers. What a beast. Absolute beast. Okay, let's go back to my holdings. Are these populating now? They are. Kind of. Okay, everything's unhalted again. Goes down to 12. Where do we go from here? Options chain populating yet? Nope. This is the TD Advanced dashboard, so it's like Thinkorswim, but in Canada. So remember, guys, if you see the little H pop up here, it's halted. Okay, so the big ones moving today as far as volume goes, SNDL guys, 780 million on that. Naked, 512 million. Nokia, 321. AMC, 163. Realize, guys, that the volume is going to be lower than yesterday simply on the basis that Robinhood cannot buy these positions, so it's going to be sell side largely. I do want to see if there's been any official response from Robinhood on what they're doing. That is the wrong Robinhood. Okay, this is their official statement. Oh, this is from March 23rd. You guys can't see what I'm doing here. 2016, this tweet did not age well. Let the people trade from Robinhood.
You know the funny thing about this, millennial, is that can you imagine if they? Oh, sorry, you're doing a talk.
Go ahead.
All right, so here's the funny thing. You know how well, it's quote unquote difficult, but not that difficult to get a U.S. Uh, address and all that sort of stuff or whatever, right? To basically be able to open up a U.S. Trading account or have U.S. market access. That's not domiciled within your own country, or if it is domiciled within your own country. Here's the funny thing: capital leaving or money leaving your country is a bad thing because capital flight, they have less money to work with, all that sort of shit, right? They want people to be putting their money into their country. And for the longest time, the US currency was the reserve and everything, right? So my point in all this is that can you imagine if they just repealed this and said, fuck it, you know what? Actually, it's good for the economy. It's good for the country because you know what? Let's let people push these things up because the craziness and the coverage on this thing is good because now foreign investors who have money will be like, well, you know, the US is a good investment again. Let's fucking buy GameStop. Let's fucking buy AMC.
Yeah, it's good for the economy.
Yeah, that would be good for the fucking country. But the people in the country benefit from fucking you over. So they don't win by that. They benefit from fucking you over. So if this was on a global scale, this would be hilariously this would be absolutely hilarious. If they open up the floodgates for the international scale. Hold up, you're back.
I'm staying away from Roblox just because they do have some outstanding lawsuits. Some pretty questionable protection of minors issues. So ethically, I won't trade Roblox. Outside of that, is there potential on Roblox? Sure, it's a large cash cow gaming company. Yep. You can't buy any of these stocks on TD. I bought Nokia this morning pre-market. Didn't have a problem. GME halted with no bid ask. What? Halted at 369.75. Yeah, I'm not sure, Heim. I have no idea. It's always halted at 69, I swear. I mean, yeah, EXPR halted. The aftermath for this, the aftermath is those who hold long will see the outcome of the short squeeze. Those that don't will take their profits and go. Robinhood's removing American Airlines, yeah, because it's running. Are there options on AMC yet? No, they haven't populated. Let's go to AMC here. They're there still. You can see the bid ask, but there's no implied volatility, which means that they're not currently selling. Theoretical price on them as well, guys. It should be around $2 or $1. It's currently priced at $3. $3.75 is what the market maker wants, and the theoretical price on it is $2. So it's both. Nokia is both 5G or Momo and short selling all wrapped into one. They actually want to alienate all the users. Yeah, I'm not sure what Robinhood is thinking. I honestly don't know how to alienate your entire user base, right? It'd be like McDonald's saying, if you don't drive a BMW, you can't buy a Big Mac. Can you imagine what would happen to McDonald's overnight? If you don't have $1 million in the bank, you cannot buy a Big Mac. What will the immediate response be by everybody who goes to McDonald's? Yeah, Burger King. Exactly. What I do recommend you guys do, this is not financial advice, this is life advice again, is you head over to this website, SEC Complaint. This form right here, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to file a complaint with the SEC directly. I filled out mine this morning. The interesting thing that I put in here, the firm name that I put in was the SEC itself. Also, another route that I would recommend that you take would be to contact your governor or your representative in the House or Senate and send them an email letting them know that you think that this is absolute corruption and it shouldn't be happening. CIDM is popping. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's up 3.8. It's a good day for it. Calling the police on the police. Yeah, sure. I mean, if that's what it takes. That I can't open my holdings data is a problem. AMC halted. Thoughts on SPAC and how to research them? You just throw a SPAC into Seeking Alpha. You're going to get an interesting analysis on that. It'll pull up most of the ones that are out there. I personally am into Chamath and Richard Lee Peter Thiel SPACs, so BTNB, BTWN, and IPOF. AMC, it would have been stopped out on loss because it fell below 1045. Yep. Guys, just not sweating this. Calm, cool, relaxed. Okay? I'm going to go get a drink of water here. To the new followers on the channel, thank you. To those that have subbed, thank you. This is just going to be today, guys. Do you have a hypothetical for you guys, okay? What I want you to consider is this. What happens in, what happens in 3 to 4 days here, ladies and gentlemen, when people get their funds available, when they've moved over to Webull, right? What happens? Anyone? Don't you think that we just go again? Yeah, it's by the dip. We go again. They didn't resolve anything here. Guys, I am going to retweet this. Where the Rebels Are is a professional financial advisor.
I think they're ignoring the freaking uptick rule.
What?
I think they're ignoring the uptick rule on AMC. I don't know, just visually, it just looks awkward.
In my opinion, I think we go again. I think it'll be a buy the fucking dip and we go again. I'm not going anywhere. Guys, it doesn't add up. They can't stop retail traders from trading the market forever.
What else I can liquidate? I think they're either dogpiling in this or they're just frantically trying to get out now because $9 had an iceberg there.
They closed my dashboard. The entire thing. Service interruption. We're currently experiencing technical issues and are working to restore full service as soon as possible. I am still in AMC. I'm not going to go anywhere on it. I mean, I would like to get Rebel's opinion for sure. If this is illegal, they can expect a class action lawsuit for sure. Yep. And I think one of the biggest things that they need to be concerned with is this. If the volume on any stock or ticker, the volatility of the volume on any stock or ticker that is not currently blocked, is greater than one of the ones that is blocked, and I am looking at Apple because Apple has had significant volume today, Robinhood has not a leg to stand on. So we open this up. Here's Apple, here's Express. They'll say, but the volatility isn't irrational on it. Okay, but the volume is. Volume's crazy on it. I have no idea. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a professional, guys. I am a retail trader. Now, am I sweating it on this? No. I'm not. I'm not sweating. That doesn't matter, Bach. That doesn't matter. They ultimately are responsible for the decisions that they make. So what happens is they're going to go to the, let's say that there is a court case, that this is illegal, hypothetically, okay? Hypothetically, this is illegal what they've done. They're taken on a class action lawsuit to court, and they say, but Citadel made me do it. All that means is Citadel now is also named in the class action lawsuit. Period. If that's the way that it is. I don't know. I don't know that this is legal, illegal. I don't know. What it feels like to me, shutting down browsers, restricting trading on the basis of volatility, specifically on platforms that are retail trader heavy, I think that's negligent. I think as funds clear and next week we go back into this, what's going to happen is you are going to see a buy-up. Yeah, they will say that, but they also won't cover your losses in the time that you've been locked out of the platform. I'm holding it. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not. I'm in cash. I'm not in margin. They can't. If TD closes my positions on a cash account when I am not in margin, not good. Bad for them. They will be reported to IROC. No, what I meant is, so let's say I open up my broker to find that my positions have been liquidated. Nope.
AMC's gonna get halted again.
It is halted or unhalted?
No, it's about to be. Just avoided it, but it opened up and gapped out. They're ignoring the uptick rule. Like, it really looks like they're ignoring the uptick rule, unless people are just piling out now.
So my issue with that is if they're slapping that ask on the sell, the price should be moving up. No? Yes? No? I'm thinking yes. Yes? Yeah. The only thing I can do here, guys, is react calmly. That's it. That's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to react calmly. I'm not going to make a knee-jerk reaction on this. Most of what I'm seeing is, and when we head over to Twitter, what we're going to see is a bunch of people that are very confused and looking for an answer. And at this point, Mark Cuban is weighing in on this. People are weighing in on this, guys, and not just small names. There's big people going, what the fuck is happening here? And I'm going to show you this right here. The SEC, this is their job. This is their job to deal with this. And what's causing the panic is not the retail trader. What's causing the panic is the market makers and the hedge funds. Citadel, Melvin, 0.72. The issue here is the SEC refuses to go after these guys. That's all this is. This is not the retailers. The issue here is a brokerage getting a phone call from Citadel saying, cut them the fuck off or we cut you off.
Something fishy's going on. Look at that last candle and how fast we keep getting fucking halted on AMC. I literally think they're ignoring the uptick rule. Reddit is... Oh no, Red's not down. It's really slow though.
The uptick rule says that when a stock drops 10% from yesterday's close, it can only be sold at the ask, not the buy. So what we should be seeing on AMC with AMC selling off is people slapping that ask on the sell, which when you slap the ask on the sell in volume, the price in theory should go up, right? The issue is people are slapping the ask, but Robinhood being restricted on retailers buying, nobody's slapping the ask. Or the ask is not moving up. So I'm in at an 808 average on AMC, guys. I'm fine right now. I am perfectly okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sell my mirror position because it's green.
AMC got halted again. Okay.
To the up or to the down?
Up. Yeah, this is. I literally think they're ignoring the rule right now because I see. Let's see, what is this? 2.4
Yep.
million at 3.9 million at 801. 2.4 million at 7.
Do I think BlackBerry? Yeah, there's a lot of these stocks, guys, that I actually think that where they are as far as the pricing goes right now is not a terrible place for them to be. AMC over the next 2 years, do I think that it will come up past the $8 mark? Absolutely, I do. Absolutely. Do I think that BlackBerry should be a $20 company, $40 company, $60 company? Yes, I do. So for a long-term hold, am I? Oh, I'm out again. They kicked me out again. Nokia has a large stake in the upcoming 5G industry. Do I think Nokia could be a $10 stock in a year? Yeah, I don't think that's unreasonable. So am I okay holding all of this? Yes. Yes, I am okay holding this. What happens to the funds if they are ignoring the uptick rule? Damned if I know. Damned if I know.
Nothing. You have to prove it. Someone has to notify the regulators, and the regulators have to deem it necessary. Right now, I think they have their hands full.
Yeah, short sellers might exit on these dips. Exactly. They may cover at these prices.
I mean, like, I don't know what website to go off of because one of the websites is like high short interest or whatever, right? It says that AMC has a short interest of 68.9%. I don't think this updated. I don't know when it updated or if it does update, but Finance Chill or whatever says that AMC has like 1.2 days to cover and all sorts of stuff, but it says the short interest is only about 23%, but then going over to Finviz, it says it's actually about 32% or something. But I don't know what actually has. There doesn't seem to be any accurate information on this. Wait, Melvin has to report their exit for now, right?
Yep.
I
Within 48 hours.
wonder if AMC has anything. If I could just search
Guys,
specific.
I understand why I am not running and why I am holding. One of two things are going to happen here, in my opinion, okay? One, the shorts are going to see the drop in this price due to whatever manipulation is happening here on the market, and they are going to cover their shorts, which means they are going to buy I can't even load my US holdings. AMC has halted again at 770, guys.
Yeah, no.
Unhalted. I want to see if Chamath is saying anything on this.
I could see the beneficiary holders, but it's all over the damn place. They haven't made a trade since the beginning of the year.
Guys, the run isn't over. Just want to be clear on this. The run is not over. That is yet for the retail market to decide. Okay, Tobias, you and I fundamentally disagree. So here's my thought process on what's happening right now. Whatever action is happening here is irrelevant. The shorts are going to cover today at these lower prices. What's going to happen is that's going to drive the stock price back up. Now, is the short interest going to be lower? Absolutely. When the funds clear that people have exited from these retail traders early this morning or transferred today into next week, you will see these tickers come back again. You will see people leveraging in to buy the dip on these when these brokers on Monday come back at it. I'm not advocating people buy. I'm not advocating people sell. I'm telling you what I am doing based on that analysis, that I think shorts are going to try to cover here, which is going to drive the prices up. And then when funds become available next week for most of the retail traders that have moved platforms, you're going to see this fly. So it's over, it's dead, that kind of thinking. That's not something I subscribe to, and I disagree. Shorts have no reason to cover open interest, and that they know when the funds become available from these retail traders, they're just going to buy it back up again. When they move off of Robinhood into Webull, into E-Trade, into whatever, they're just going to buy back up again. The shorts need to exit while they can, and they know that that's going to happen, that people are going to move money and buy. That's it. Know your trade, make your trade, guys. If you want to sell, I have no problem with that. If you want to get out, get out. But if people come in here and are going to be like, it's over, everybody out of the pool, I'm not there. I don't see it. The only thing that could be regulated here, because nothing has been done by the retailers here. There's not a single action that has happened by the retailers here to affect the market. This was all done by market makers and hedge funds and brokerages. The retailer traders didn't do this. This was the brokerages, the market makers, and the hedge funds that did this. But you can't regulate on that. If you were short GME example at 400, you would hold it till 20, even if it takes 2 years. Okay, but if you were short GME at 60 and you've been holding it for 2 weeks, and you've got a couple $1 billion in there, the interest that they're paying on it is obscene. And they know that when the money comes back available and GME goes back up next week, it won't provide them an exit to cover on that interest like they could take today or tomorrow. And if you were short GME at 60 and it's come down like it has today, you would cover. It's not their puts. We're talking short, and this is another misconception that people have here, guys. Shorts and puts are not the same thing. Shorts don't expire. A short holding against a stock does not expire. There's no expiry date on that. If they are on the wrong side of their short, they are paying interest out the ass. Yeah, the risk is unlimited. They can lose to the moon and back. Shorts do not have an expiry.
And we're back at 9. It's going to get halted again soon.
How does paying interest on a short work? You know what, Dub? I don't know. We did have a short strategy, but the rule with our short strategy was we exited on the day, so we never had to pay interest on the position.
Nope, nope. Spoke too soon. There's these large block orders just before we halted, like when we halted the other way. 775, 1.39 million.
They logged me out of my platform again.
Oh my god. Try your is there a phone app or like
the phone app is worse than the dashboard.
Having access to something is better than not having access. Just saying.
I can't get into IB either. So Tobias, I absolutely respect your opinion. I just have a differing opinion. That's all.
Your account is down significantly. Yeah, fuck off, IB. It's not down. It's like the daily P&L is down. Yes, I agree, but like my overall net isn't actually down.
Guys, I can't tell you where AMC is. I'm not today. Sorry, boyo, I can't. Pizza, please. There cannot be an argument made that this is retail traders. You can't. You cannot make that argument. This is retail traders. Retail traders haven't done anything. I don't even think Plotkin and Melvin Capital called anybody. Citadel is backing a bad position that Melvin is in. This is just Citadel telling Robinhood, you want your orders filled? We're not filling them on these tickers. GME is halted?
Yeah, it is. It's what happens when Citadel is the biggest liquidity provider out there. You piss them off, you're basically done.
But again, that's something that the SEC should be looking at. That decision is market manipulation. I don't know. Apple for me is a long-term hold, guys. I'm happy to have $30,000 in at Apple at 140. I honestly think Apple has an excellent case to be 180 or higher by end of year. So SEC is a joke. SEC won't do shit. We'll wait and see, guys, because there's some bigger and bigger names that are getting into this, and these are names that are no longer just small retail traders. This is people that have a lot of money. Dave Portnoy, Mark Cuban, Chamath, Elon. These names are not small names, and they're taking. Thank you. They are taking issue with what's happening here.
The focus is on them right now, and that's good, because before, you know, you make an allegation, one big name attached to it, everybody loses interest within a month. But because this has become such a global event, the scrutiny is going to be on the SEC.
And I mean, this is where the issue starts to kick in, because what you're going to have happen is these big money players that are putting their names on this are going to start contacting officials in the government and saying, what the fuck is happening here? Why is the SEC doing nothing about this? Yeah, so AMC 939. Shocker. We're seeing consistent step up purchases on the ticker. It's almost as though a fund is making an Iceberg order, buying up small positions little by little, because it's not retail traders, right?
The guy on my DK indicator is at work, and he cannot shut up about how he can't get access to his brokerage, GME, and all the articles that he's reading across. Like, this is a guy who is like the fourth or fifth in line for the speed of news, because you got the wire, or you got the grounds on there, then you got the wire, then you got the reporter writing the thing, and then the outlet or whatever, and then the third party outlets or whatever that they read, like the ones that report off what the main mainstream media news reports. This guy's fifth in line, and he's talking about it non-fucking stop. If it's reached him, everybody is being affected now.
Yeah. And I'm not the only retail trader out there.
This guy's not even a trader. He's one of those chases MLMs and chases the dream, kind of like make money over become a millionaire overnight types of guys. So if he's aware of it now, then it's basically reached like all echelons that I can think of. All right, this is exciting, but I'm gonna go make breakfast. I'll be back.
Okay, guys, we're gonna go hang out with Rita now. It's that time, so it's been amazing hanging out with you guys. I'll be back tomorrow, 9 a.m.